What up guys, it's your boy Dennis here, back with another international video, and in today's video I will be talking about 15 Easter eggs on the 2021 Ford Bronco. Yeah, you heard it right. I'm going to discuss about Easter eggs on the 2021 Ford Bronco. It's an amazing car. Everybody is liking it, including me. It's become one of my favorite cars that I will certainly want to own. So starting with the first thing is the headlights. The first thing you'll notice about the Ford Bronco are the giant circular headlight housings. They're big, but they are new. In 1965, when the first generation Bronco debuted, it wore giant circle halogen headlamps with smaller amber signals just to the inside of the grille. We suspect the design of the new Bronco carries a similar DNA, but this will also help the truck look less like a Jeep at night. Yeah, it doesn't look like a Jeep although. But yeah, it's great. It has its own DNA, its own design, and I love it. Moving on to the second thing. The second thing is fully TORX. The shiny hardware holding parts of the dashboard and the rest of the interior together are aluminium torque bolts that read Bronco. MNP 8.8, a metric bolt that's the equivalent of SAE grade 5 hardware. So yeah, any bolt you are going to see inside the interior of the new Ford Bronco are aluminium Torx bolt. So that's a great thing, guys. Moving on to the third thing, it is bucking Bronco. Yeah, in this car you don't get any boring old Ford logo, you get the Bronco logo. So guys, back in the mid 1960s we saw this logo also in the old Bronco, the first gen one, and the horse has changed its stance over the Bronco's lifetime. Today it's kicking harder and higher than ever. Ford's ad slogan for the Bronco is Built Wild. The bucking Bronco rear hooves are lifted, unlike the Ford Mustang Pony that looks like it's running to a trove full of apples. So guys, the fourth thing on the list is inclinometer, which is nearly as wide as the 1980s Bronco's two 15-inch wheels, and available 12-inch touchscreen system features off-road trail navigation that works without cell service. It's also host to other off-road assistance, including an inclinometer that shows you how sideways, forward, or completely backwards an incline you're at while climbing crazy terrain. The inclinometer shows a first-gen Bronco doing 6th generation Bronco stuff. So now moving to the fifth Easter egg, it is designed and engineered. Both the 2-door and the 4-door models of the 2021 Ford Bronco will be built at the Michigan assembly plant in Wayne, Michigan. The design work, however, took place about 20 miles east at the Blue Oval's office in Dearborn, Michigan, and you get to see something like this also inside the interior, on which it is written designed and engineered by Ford in Dearborn, Michigan, USA. So as you can see, this is totally the front of a Ford Bronco, but these are the bolts that I was talking about, the Torx bolts. So now moving on to the sixth thing, which are the tail lights of the car. So here the design team nailed a bunch of personalities to a baseball bat and beat the new Bronco senseless. Nothing else looks similar, not even the Jeep Wrangler it hopes to defeat. Like the round headlights, its thin vertical taillights are pure Bronco. Unlike earlier Broncos, the new one is chock full of LED lights, but the sharp edges at the bottom of the lights are similar to what the older trucks had. Even the white reverse lamps sits deep inside the housing like before. The placement of the blue oval at the lower right of the tailgate is also a big 1990s Bronco vibe. Yes, there is a Ford logo as well in the rear tailgate of the car. Moving on to the seventh thing, it is the GOAT mode. No, it is not what you think, it is Go Over Any Terrain mode. The original Ford Bronco was nicknamed the Go Over Any Terrain Vehicle, or GOAT. Ford recently filed to trademark the acronym, which it's using in its Bronco to select off-road modes using this rotary dial. You might be able to see it on your screen. There will be 7 selectable modes offered, including normal, eco, sport, slippery, sand for normal driving, with Baja, mud, ruts and rock crawl for off-road driving. So I've lost count, but the next thing we are going to talk about is pushing buttons. So just like the button in the Jeep Wrangler, the recirculation button on the Ford Bronco is simply an outline of itself. Is it corny if we say buttons like this are a nice touch? Yeah, I think the buttons are great and they feel great in images only, because I have not seen the car in real life, because I live in India, guys. It is not going to be launched in India though. Next thing is trail sights, reminiscent of the first generation Bronco's tall pointy fenders. The new Ford Bronco incorporates the old look with what it calls trail sights. They're tie downs you can strap stuff to, for instance ORV flags, windshield cables or even high lift jacks. These tie downs are limited to 150 pounds, so don't go using them as recovery points for getting pulled out of the mud unless you want to end up on YouTube. The next thing is about, again, the Bronco logo. There are a lot of Bronco logos inside and outside the car. So I've found totally 5 Broncos inside out of the new Ford Bronco. This one is only available on Broncos with 10-speed automatic transmission, as you can see the Bronco logo, and also the American flag is on the gear lever. Next thing is push to start. This push to start button looks like, again, a headlight of the latest Bronco, as you can see its shape. And yeah, it's an amazing touch, an amazing Easter egg. So guys, this was my video on the 2021 Ford Bronco Easter eggs. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon so you can get notified on more interesting videos like this before anybody else.